Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Anime-chan. I'm going to be reacting to Mob Psycho episode 1 of season 3. So the new season started today, and I'm very excited, obviously, because I really enjoyed season 1 and 2, and my reactions of season 1 and 2 are on YouTube, but I did hear apparently a new studio is handling the... I'm not sure if it's a new studio with regards to the art, but I don't think so. It might just be like a producer or something. So I'm a little bit worried about copyright. Maybe it will not be as lenient as it was with season 1 and 2. But the only thing that I can do is watch and find out afterwards, you know? So I hope you will be able to enjoy my reactions. And if you want my reactions in advance and the full reaction and everything, you can support me on Patreon, but it is not necessary. Yay, coffee!
Hello.
Thank you. This is for me, Sylvie, not for you. Sleep tight, I am doing a video.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Bye, Sylvie. She wants a snack, Hanku.
I'm Sylvie.
She's gonna follow you. Bye-bye. Can you give her a treat?
Go Sylvie.
Cool. Shout out to my friend Yuki, who gave me these super cute butterfly clips, and she taught me that butterfly is called cho. So I'll teach you that in Afrikaans a butterfly is a skoenlapper. Skoenlapper. Okay, let's get started. Shout out to the live chat. Tiago, Modru, Odinoko is here. Mike is here. Mike will be editing these videos, so good luck to Mike. I hope the copyright is not too much of a problem. Let's jump in. I'm excited. New opening song. Namu Amida Butsu.
そんな混沌とした闇に一筋の光を差すべく日々戦い続ける者たちがいる。人は彼らをこう呼んだ。
Psychics.
霊能力者と。
It's a difficult word.
霊能力者。
I don't know how to say it. Okay, so for those watching on YouTube who couldn't see my reaction to the opening song because of copyright, it's too risky. I think it's very cool, very trippy, very ear-catching, but not like something that is quick, like you know how some, you know that's it was the first opening, 1, 2, 3, dun. Like that's catchy in a different way, like immediately, whereas this is something that you know it suits the story, you know it suits the visuals, it's awesome, but it's not like quick catchy. Does that make sense? But it's still really good, and the visuals are perfect for the show, so it makes me feel very excited for where season 3 is gonna go. Let's see. First, career path survey. Does he? I like the music. It's both mysterious and a little sketchy. I like the visuals.
得意なことが活かせる仕事を探すのもいいんじゃないかな。兄さんの場合、マジシャンとか。
Magician. 5 out of 347. Okay. Final score by grade.
兄さんの場合、マジシャンとか。
I remember when I was in primary school, I wanted to be a writer, a proofreader, or an artist. And then I got a little bit older, and then I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I got a little bit older, and then I wanted to be an artist again. But people told me it's too difficult to make a living like that. So then I just wanted to get out of the house and study anything that I could get a bursary for, like a grant or something. So then I studied languages so that I could be a teacher. But that didn't work out, as you can see. A proofreader. You wanted to correct people for a living? Actually, I just wanted to read stories for a living. Also, hi, Vert. Personal trainer? 2 out of 350? Wow, a vet. I like people who become vets. They seem like good people. Though, no, wait. Yeah, mostly. Here I'm talking as if I've met like 50 vets in my life, but I've met maybe 5. Because it changed the trajectory of his life. Wait, is trajectory a word? Projection? It changed the trajectory of his life. Like, small things. When I was in my second year of university, I just dabbled in making YouTube videos. I did the most random stuff. And I mean, look how that turned out. It was kind of like on a whim. I don't even remember how exactly, but I just started to do that. So, and that obviously changed the trajectory of my life. And I think for him, it's something small, like posting a video online. Like, what does that mean? Nothing at the time. Joining the body improvement club. But, yeah, it can make big differences in the long run. Humu. I mean, yeah, I'm not getting that feeling, but okay, let's see. I won't say anything.
かすめるだけだったのに。悪霊のせいで恋人にも逃げられました。恋人が。若くていい子だったんですが、貧血だと言ったら態度が急変して。
Man, I was about to say that. I was so close to saying that she found out you have no money. He's just a hoarder. Go! I thought the same thing immediately. Moto moto? I don't know if... I mean, I'm not saying there's not a spirit involved. I just feel like it's... I don't know if the spirit caused this or if this attracted the spirit. But we'll see. You know what? It starts with stop smoking, eat healthy, clean your fucking room, and then we can talk about spirits. But I guess, yeah, he thinks that the garbage is a barrier, but I think he's just a hoarder. But he's not confined. That's how these people are. They end up dragging others down with them. But there might be a super big spirit. And most people don't even get that. Spray him right in the face. じゃあね。
こんなに大きいのに取り憑かれてたんですね。
いえ、あれ多分この人の生き量だと思います。
Yeah.
どっちでもいい。お前ら頼むぞ。
Help him clean his room while you're at it. Reagan, you get started with that. Yeah, because it was filled with junk. Yeah, because he's gonna need it. I feel like he might feel good now, but unless he really changes his attitude and his habits, that monster is gonna be right back pretty in the next couple of months.
セリザは気持ち悪いのか？他人事だとは思えない。俺も同じです。30年も生きてきて何も持ってない。
芹沢さんは大丈夫だと思います。あそこで働くといろんな人の話が聞けるし勉強になるから。でも僕は
18%. How is he going to sleep safely without his garbage barrier? He should just replace his garbage barrier with a new barrier. A more healthy barrier. But in the end, I guess the needing of the barrier is in itself a problem. But if you can replace the negative barrier with a more positive barrier and you realize that actually if you can replace the barrier is not what's important. Interesting. What would be a positive barrier? I remember when Hunky and I started dating a while, like not the first time, the second time. The first time, when we first started dating this time, okay. I took rose quartz and we went around the house and put 8 pieces. And it was like an octagon. It was meant to represent like an octagon. And it was like a love barrier. This space is a good, positive space. But it's not that I believe that the love quartz did anything. It's merely symbolic in that whenever I went to my house, I knew I was reminded of the barrier and of what the stones are meant to represent, which is like love and positivity and good energy. And so it was just like a way to train my mind when I get home. This is like my safe space. This is a good, you know? So I was more like that. It worked. I think I should do that again. But now I'm at a point where I don't need to physically put stones there to believe that there's a barrier around my house. Okay.
焦る必要はないが、10代のうちに何か見つけないと苦労するかもな。先生は今になってゆっくりと一人旅がしたいと思うようになった。もっと若いうちにそう思っていればよかったよ。
But that's a very bad thing to say to a child because that just makes them unnecessarily stress out. Like there's no way that you could know at 20 what you want at 30. There's no way that you could know at fucking 15 what you want at 20. You can obviously have a more or less, okay, this is what you enjoy, this is what makes you feel like inspired, and there's obviously a way to like not just anything that makes you happy in the sense like, oh, I love eating. Well, actually, some people become food critics. Some people become chefs. But, you know, what I mean is when you look for something, it has to, like, make you happy from inside, not, like, external gratification and that now, okay, you just do whatever makes you externally happy. It has to be something that, you know, like, I had a friend or an acquaintance, a person I knew, that she loved doing math because she just figuring out the problems and solving it afterwards. She just felt so good and inspired. So like, if you can help a child kind of cultivate that feeling and find what works for them, great. But saying something like this seems a bit bad. It's not horrible, but it's a little bit bad from the teacher's side because like when I was 20, I didn't want kids, but around a year and a half ago, I started thinking about it and like what I want from my life has changed dramatically. And it's not because I can't have what I wanted before. Now is the perfect time to have exactly what I wanted before. But now I realize, you know what, that's not really what I wanted. It's what I thought I wanted. But now I'm here, I think I want something else. That's life.
いろいろ考えたんですけど、僕の将来の進路希望は霊とか相談所じゃないと思って。
そうか。これからやりたいことなんていくらでも見つかる。
ありがとうございました。
まだ終わってないのに。待って。
was emotionally a good time to take his leave. Watching 3 in real time is still a wise decision. So I just want to make one thing clear, is that I didn't mean to say that the teacher is a bad teacher or anything. There's no one way to teach someone or help them find out what they want to do with their life. I just personally wouldn't say, oh, I wish I knew that when I was that age. Because, yeah, it just kind of, you couldn't have known, and mob, it might not be ready to know. And that's okay. I like what Reagan said about, I like that he shared his personal experience with him and that he was honest about that, and something about on a whim, like, which is the same thing that happened to me. I started doing YouTube videos on a whim, and then not everything I decided to do and what led me here was on a whim. A lot of it was very conscious decisions and things that that I was feeling for a long time but tried to ignore or whatever. So yeah, but it's always good to share with someone from your own experience, because I don't think that you have to make mistakes for yourself in order to learn. It's the best way to learn, the quickest way to learn, the hardest way to learn. Well, the best, I don't mean that objectively. I just mean it's a very quick and potent way to learn. But you can learn from others' mistakes as well. So anyway, I'm just glad that Reagan was honest with him there at the end. Whatever you want to do doesn't have to be work. That I don't entirely understand. I think he means for mob, like you're 15 years old. You don't have to decide on a job right now. But of course, to some extent, we have to work because we have to earn the money and buy food and buy accommodation to live. And a lot of people pretend like, oh, well, the rat race and that's so bad. Just live to work to get money, and as if it's bad. And it can, of course, be a bad thing. But I mean, it's not all that different from, 1,000 years ago when we had to work to hunt for the food and the work to build a shelter. Now a lot of things are a lot easier. We don't have to hunt our own food and build our own shelters, but we have to work in order to buy our food and buy our shelters. So it's like life hasn't changed that much, but it has changed, and we've obviously adapted as best as we can. But at the end of the day, work is inevitable. And it should be something, and this is what I think Reagan is getting at, it should be something that maybe it doesn't feel like work. Mob is young. He just go out, do things that you enjoy, and that in that way you will find work that will pay the bills and da-da-da-da, but at the same time it won't feel like work. I don't know, this was a really good episode in terms of story, and it set up the season really well. So I'm very excited for more. I think it's saying that if you do what you like, it doesn't feel like work. Yes, as I said, I think I mentioned the same thing, but I think in this context for me, how I interpret it, it just means right now you're 15, you don't have to decide on your job. Just decide on things you want to do. And through that, you'll learn and grow and become the kind of person that knows this is the kind of job I want, or this is who I want to be. But yeah, the focus shouldn't be maybe at 15. What job do you want to do when you're 25? Like, how should you know? That to me is actually, like, there are people, of course, that know from a very young age exactly what they want to do. But, it might still change, and you don't have to. If you do, though, you're lucky. It's great. I know people who, from a young age, wanted to be a pilot, and they became a pilot, and all these kinds of things, so. Okay, let's score the episode. Yeah, story-wise, visual-wise, comedy-wise, this was a super strong episode. Tom Freak says, I love the evolution of Reagan. In the first season, I probably would have told him, you are the strongest Esper I know. You can do many things thanks to that. But it shows how he evolved as a person, and his relationship with Mob is each time that of an older brother. What do you mean? I probably would have told him. Do you mean Reagan probably would have told him? Oh, yes. He probably would have told him. Yes, Reagan definitely has grown a lot as a character. And, I mean, the show made that very obvious in previous seasons. And people were very defensive of Reagan. But, I mean, he himself knew that he had the, growth to I don't know how to say that. And he's definitely become a really strong and good character. Like, he was always a good person, but he had his flaws, but his good is, to me, he's gotten better at that which makes him great, and his flaws he's learned how to be better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put that. But he has grown a lot, and he's a great character. He always was, but he's better now. And that is important. Like, any adult person should, throughout their life, I think, keep growing, No, you're never perfect as a person. Obviously, some of us have bigger faults than others, only in the sense that maybe it influences your life more, it influences those around you more. Like I don't know how to, I don't mean like bigger flaws in the sense that you're a worse person or anything, but it's more obvious, or it influences your life in a more obvious way. So bigger in terms of being noticeable. Does that make sense? It's like when you're trying to lose weight. When you have a lot of extra weight, in the beginning you lose weight quickly, but then you kind of plateau. So what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people, they're plateaued, and that their change and their improvement is gradual and slow, and that's fine. But Reagan, his growth up to this point has been big for me, because there was kind of big flaws. But now he's like, he still has flaws, but it's more less invasive and into the rest of his life and others. Wow, this is a difficult feeling to express. He's always been great when it really counts, and he's getting better at those in-between times. Perfect. Such a simple way to say that. That arc in the middle of season 2 when Mob gets upset at him helped flesh him out and humanize him. 100%. Thank you, Psycho Zero, for the sub. Okay, I'm glad I don't know what happened to I'm going to try and open my scores document again. But it doesn't seem to be working. It's really weird. I just want to give a score to the episode, but probably it would be an overall higher than a 9 for an intro episode. It's not loading. It's so weird. Let me see if anything else works. If I reload another, everything else works fine. It's just that one doc. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take here on my stream as a schedule. What do I usually score? Story, characters, visuals, audio, and enjoyment/investment. How much did I enjoy the episode overall? How invested am I in the story? That's kind of that category. So I would say story 9.5, characters 9, visuals 9.4, audio 8.9, enjoyment 8.7, and then equals, no, that's not being fair, that's being too, equals average That gives us a 9.1. If I round that up and I round that up, still a 9.1. Seems like it should be slightly higher, but I guess 9.1 is fair. Animation, crispy as always. The people that work on Mob really love it. They even flexed saying that not a single thing in the season is CGI. All hand-drawn, which is crazy. Not now. Wait. Okay, so yeah, that's it from my side. I really enjoyed the episode and it set up great expectations for this season with regards to the story, the comedy, the visuals. Actually, the only reason I'm not giving the visuals a perfect 10 is because I know what it's capable of, so I need space. You know, for the 10, the inevitable 10s that I know are coming. But honestly, for what this episode was, I don't think that there's anything that they could improve. It was technically a perfect episode. But 10s are reserved for, like, you know what episodes. If we're thinking of the last season, you know what episodes the 10s are reserved for. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week. I'll be watching these. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming every Wednesday. This is a little bit of a special occasion because last week I wasn't able to stream a lot because of internet issues. So yeah, I will let you know about next week. And I'll see you then. Bye.